actually something that I would pick and buy and want to wear myself. So I think Riddhi has that sensibility, and that's why we, relate, in terms of, I've been wearing her for a really long time, so it's great to finally be able to walk for her the first time. And
it was absolutely fabulous.
It was a pleasure. And so I love the fact that your collection this time has been inspired by heirlooms that are very close to her. It just gives it so much more history and meaning. There's so much emotion attached to it. My outfit in particular has a lot of Kashmiri handwork on it, which, if you can see, is very beautiful. And like she said, also Gujarati Patola patterns. And I think that's really interesting to mix the two, and to have one outfit inspired by two different regions of our country. And yeah, I feel great in it. It's really beautiful. The color palette is something that I would wear, ivories, and then going into the jewel tones, which is something for like a more ornate, maybe a wedding function. But this is something that I would wear to probably a sangeet or a cocktail.
Yeah. Red and the ivory, like how much we contemplated.
So there were two outfit options that Riddhi had made especially for this, and one was like a pinkish red. It was a deep pink red, and the other was this. So she showed me both like on the hanger, and I was like, without a doubt in my mind, I'm going to wear this because this is fully my color, the ivory. And she was leaning towards, because on stage brighter colors look better, they pop more, and then we tried both on, and
it was she contemplated over it for like
she took a whole day to decide. She was just looking at this picture and that picture, this picture and that picture. She's like, okay, I can't decide. I said, can you please tell me so I can carry the right shoes and the right everything accordingly? Then finally she was like, okay, fine. I think my instinct is saying the ivory, so let's just go with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that. But I'm very happy that she picked this, because this is very me, and it's just something that I feel I relate to in terms of the color, in terms of like I love pastels. I like just being simple, elegant. I'm not much of a loud color person, although I am experimenting with colors these days, and I think that I saw the red and I was like, yeah, maybe we can do this.
So I asked Diana, I was like, so which one do you think? She said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe we could do the red. But then I think we'll go with the ivory.
Diana, last time also you wore something like blush pink or pastel kind of color, and this time also you're wearing the same. So is this your favorite thing these days?
I mean, it honestly depends on the designer. At the end of the day, it's the designer's call and entirely what works for them. Of course, I would, I guess, add an input if asked, and really definitely asked me what I thought. But yeah, as my own personal sensibility is, I guess, more subtle, understated tones, colors, silhouettes. So I guess if you ask me, I would say, I do like, pastels. I like, tones and shades that are a little like underplayed. But yeah, I mean, like I said, summer this year was all about color, and it was about really bright neons and just going the other extreme of what I usually do. And I've actually experimented with it, and I've started to enjoy color now. Yeah. So maybe next time we can do
neon bright, neon bright. Well, on that note, as we look to the future and hope for them, we would see them back at Lakme Fashion Week Summer Resort, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will then catch up one-on-one after this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Oh God, please don't let me trip, but I tripped. So, I don't know if you saw that, but I tripped a little bit, but yeah. So, that's usually what goes in my mind just before a show. I'm always nervous, even though I've done this for years. I enjoy it also at the same time, but there's always a little bit of nervousness when I'm, just getting onto the stage. And then after that, it's just fun. वही चलता रहता है. I hope I don't fall. I hope I don't fall. If I'm wearing these big outfits with lots of can and I'm wearing high-heeled shoes, then sometimes you can lose your balance. So that's usually what's in my mind. But then once I'm out there on the ramp, then I forget everything and I just have a good time. Well, it's a very beautiful outfit by Riddhi Mehra today, and I'm really excited to be wearing this. It's very me. The colors are very me. It's it's a beautiful ivory with Kashmiri handwork, Gujarati influences as well. So I think the most interesting part about this outfit is that it's an amalgamation of Kashmiri and Gujarati work, and the fact that it is inspired by heirlooms that are very close to Riddhi, which I think just give it a lot of history.
चाची के साथ में पढ़ सकता हूँ क्या नहीं करूँ
नहीं do it बस प्लीज कैन यू कट इट शॉर्ट आप कर लीजिए
Should I start?
Yeah.
ओके और फिर आपकी अगर बात करें तो आप किस तरीके के फैशन फॉलो करते हैं
I actually follow fashion very closely on Instagram, mostly. I follow all the fashion weeks across the world, whether it's Milan, Paris, London, New York, Fashion Week in Bombay, in Delhi, because it's really, I think as a person in fashion, it's important to know what's currently, what the trends are across the world, what the trends are in India, to know what's like going to be the trend next season. So it's interesting to know, and I also follow a lot of the magazines, so I'm very clued in, and I like experimenting now with fashion. I used to play very safe earlier, but now I feel like I've opened up and I like to experiment with the current trends.
ओके लास्ट वीक जाते जाते आपके फैंस को कोई फैशन टिप्स देना चाहिए
Always dress. I feel don't only blindly follow trends. You must keep in mind, what suits you, what suits your body, what suits your personality. Some things might work for you, some things might not. I also, for me, it's the same thing. I'm really tall, I'm really thin, so sometimes not everything suits me. So you have to keep those things in mind and not just blindly follow what's in trend, and be comfortable while at it.